Hello children. In the last video, we have discussed about amphibians and aerial animals. So today, first we will discuss about arboreal animals. Do you know children, which animals are called as arboreal animals? Yes, those animals which spend most of the time on the trees are called as arboreal animals. So, animals like monkeys, squirrels, sloth, garden lizards, koalas, etc. are some of the examples of arboreal animals. The word arboreal comes from the French word arbre, which means trees. So, for arboreal animals, trees are their habitat. So, to understand the type of adaptation of arboreal animals, let us take an example of monkey. See, monkeys have long limbs that allow them to swing efficiently from branch to branch. And you can see its long tail also, isn't it? So, monkeys have long, strong tails with which they can swing from branches of trees, as you can see over here. See. Yes. And while jumping, monkeys' tails help them in balancing their weight. So, it is another adaptation. And many other animals, for example chameleons, use their tails to move and balance themselves in the tree canopy. Now, the another adaptation is arboreal animals have strong claws to cling to branches. For example, this squirrel. So, animals like squirrel, which lives in trees, require a strong grip so that they don't fall off. They have strong feet and claws, and their claws become adapted for grasping or holding objects by wrapping around them, as you can see over here in this image. So it is clear now? Okay. Now the next topic is adaptation for food habits. You have already learned about food and feeding habits of animals. So let us revise it first. Animals are categorized into three main groups depending upon their food habits. The first one is herbivores. Those animals which eats only plants are called as herbivores. The second one is carnivores. That is, those animals which eats only other animals are known as carnivores. And the last one is omnivores. That means those animals which eats plants and animals both are known as omnivorous animals. So, we will see their adaptations on the basis of their food habits. Now see over here. Herbivores, for example cow, have long jaws, and the jaws have sharp front teeth to bite the plants. So, herbivores have broad and flat teeth which allows them to easily bite and chew the grass and leaves. Okay? Now, the next one is carnivores. Carnivores, for example tiger, have sharp, pointed and curved teeth to tear its prey. That means this allows them to easily tear the flesh, as they are flesh-eating animals. Now, Last one is omnivores. Since they eat both plants and animals, so they have a combination of tearing, biting and grinding teeth. As you can see, this pointed and curved teeth and middle teeth are flat ones. Is it clear? Now the next is birds. Birds do not have teeth. So instead of teeth, they have a sharp and strong beaks. And animals like snakes, which do not have beak or teeth at all, have a powerful muscles which helps swallowing and moving the food down the throat. As you can see over here in this video, that this rattlesnake is swallowing the rat as a whole. Now our next topic is adaptation for protection. Animals always have to protect themselves from their enemies or predators. So, to protect themselves from their predators, animals have some special adaptations through which they are able to escape quickly before their predators even catch them. So, we will see their adaptations for protection one by one. See, this is a rhinoceros, and you can see over here its horns, isn't it? So, rhinoceros use their horns to push and threaten, and they also use their horns for defense purpose, for self-defense purpose. Now, animals like chameleons, lizards and snakes, etc. have scaly bodies, means their body is covered with scales. So, scales on their skin protect them from drying out. And some animals, for example garden snails, have hard shells on their bodies. See, this is a hard shell. So, they have hard shells on their bodies to protect themselves. And they can pull their heads, legs or their whole body inside their shell. Now, animals like porcupines have spines on the surface of their bodies. So, these spines can injure enemies that go near or attack it. Means it protects them from their predators. Now, I have already told you children that there are some carnivorous fish in the ocean which eats some other small fishes. So, a fish called puff fish protects itself by puffing up like a balloon, as you can see over here. See, it looks like a balloon, isn't it? So, this makes the sharp spines on its body poke out so that shark cannot eat it. So, in this way, this puff fish protects itself from their enemies.